I could have been dead so many times. And almost like this is like a second life that was given to me. And I'm not going to live in fear again. The first thing my mom told me when I was a child, when I was born in North Korea, that don't even whisper because the birds and mice could hear me. I was so afraid even to think. And now, that is not why I risk my life and going through all of this to be free. So if I get killed, Kim Jong-un killed his half brother in Malaysia a few years ago. So if he wants to kill me, nothing gonna stop it. No, I'm against the most brutal dictator in the world. It's not up to me to live or not. So, I just do my best to speak my truth until whenever that is gonna be.
What's your opinion on the North American view of what suffering is? Like, say, millennials or Gen Z and their complaints about life nowadays. Got to be annoying.
Well, I know, I went to Columbia University in New York.
Oh, okay.
And oh my gosh, that was that really made me scared. By the time when I was born in North Korea, I didn't even know what alternative life was possible. My grandma knew, she was living under the Japanese colonialism. But because that generation kept silent, by the time when I was born in North Korea, I didn't even know what love was. I didn't even know what liberty was. So that is very scary right now. We are keep eliminating things that we cannot talk about, we cannot discuss. And if we all stay silent out of fear, who the heck is gonna be when it comes to our grandchildren? They are never even gonna know the word now existed.
Yeah, you get a lot of people right now, especially with the political correctness thing that's going on in North America. You have a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm scared, and that's why I don't say anything."
Yeah,
but that sounds like less of a good excuse if you escape from North Korea.
Yeah, but the thing is, it is. People. This is how the authoritarian regime starts. How the government becomes like this and try to silence anybody else who disagrees, right? In capitalism, you can be socialist, you can be communist, we can coexist with them. It's wonderful. Whoever had thinks socialism is great, communism, I'm fine with that, as long as I can think that capitalism is great. But if you are a capitalist in socialism, you're going to be executed. That is the difference. If you're a capitalist, believe in free market in North Korea, you will be sent to prison camp and executed with three generations of your family. But the beauty of America is that I can coexist with the AOC. I can be friends with the people who worship socialism. I'm fine with it. But the point is when they want me to accept their faith as something God-given faith, so I cannot think differently. And I think that's what's happening in America. And it's been really scary. This year, I've been really I used to think, oh, America is great. Their freedom is never gonna go away. But I see how freedom is fragile. And it's just one generation away. We can just lose it.
Yeah. This year's been scary seeing how quickly things can deteriorate, even with the protesting. And that's part of what happens when you, I suppose, lock down people and make them stay inside, right? Then they're not going to be too happy.
No, right? People say, how ridiculous the governments tell you what kind of haircut to have in North Korea, right? That's the West made fun of North Koreans in the past. North Koreans have to have certain haircuts. Look like Kim Jong-un, they made a certain haircut available for the people. So you can, of course, your haircut, you're going to go to prison right now in North Korea if you look like that. So they make you, they send you to prison for wearing jeans. And people that's so ridiculous. Now we're in the country where you get fined if you don't put that on mask on in certain states. And they tell you how many people can sit in your dinner table for Thanksgiving. This is really exactly what happened in North Korea. The regime told us when we can go out, what we wear, what we sing, what we listen to, what we watch. And people get even executed in North Korea to watch a wrong movie. And it just begins like this.